Hey guys, give you some feedback on obviously Charlie and the team and just our experience. Being the skeptic that I am, it took me a bunch of different companies to basically get flooded with their ads, get flooded with pretty much all their marketing and things like that. So I had researched so many companies and so many kind of online companies and coaching companies. And one, obviously, you guys did good because your ads work compared to everyone else. Secondly, the Charlie part of it and the AI, is definitely appealing. And I think the biggest thing for us was basically looking at like how do we implement this into our business and how do we kind of, we have health clubs, so we have brick and mortar, and we're just trying to basically kind of include the online space into kind of the framework what we have now. And we had spent probably a 2-year process of trying to do things on our own and trying to figure it out and kind of fumble along. And we got to a certain threshold and we kind of felt like we have to kind of go and reach out and get professionals involved in this. Hence AI setters and Charlie. And for me to give any kind of feedback, it's not going to be one of those ones where someone tells me to give a review or give feedback and then I just BS it. And I experience, like anything, when you start something new, I think probably our biggest thing that happened with us is where we felt sometimes things were a little off was probably because our communication wasn't aligned. But as far as like the principles and the things that were set up and the ideas of Charlie, they definitely, now that it's fully running and kind of gathering some steam and be functional, it's starting to basically show up in our stats. And our first month of actually running, probably about half of the month of our ads, we ended up basically hitting a record month. It kind of felt awesome and a little defeating at the same time because we're like, man, like how did that happen in the first month? And obviously along the way there's some challenges, but I think our one was a little maybe unique because we're trying to basically do a bunch of different things at once and probably just had to piecemeal it. The team has been awesome. I always apologize for asking so many questions and constantly needing help. Just kind of at the end of the day, this is not my world, not what we deal with in the brick and mortar. So I know the team definitely has been awesome. They're getting on the phone with Iggy and having access to the owner of the company. I know just even for me being an owner of brick and mortar gyms, everyone wants your attention, your employees, your members. So I know giving that time is super valuable, and obviously I appreciate getting that access to the owner. Tikas, Greg, George, everyone throughout the whole process has been nothing but professional, super supportive. I don't want to say that they're on call 24/7, but the reality is these guys, the whole team, answers any questions that we have as a team. And again, like I said multiple times, like I'm always apologetic and I feel like I'm asking too many questions or silly questions, but not one time has the entire team ever made myself or my team feel like we're asking silly questions or we're bugging them, or everyone's been just absolute studs, professional in their feedback, and really knowing at the end of the day, you're partnering. Our success is heavily dependent on them, and I think the goal is like, it's a two-way street. So we appreciate the relationship that we've built in a very short period of time with these guys. I have nothing but positive stuff to say about the human beings that they are, as well as just the professional aspect and how they handle things. And just also on top of that, having that professional component, but also just being down to earth, good human beings. I look forward to bigger and better things and scaling this as big as we can. And I'm excited. And I know throughout the process, there's, the kind of the growing pains and the things that you go through. When I look back on it, if anything, it's probably just myself and my team being just so like eager to win and eager to get through things. But at the end of the day, it's going to take its natural course. Any of the struggles we maybe had initially, I think, if anything, it was because there was constant upgrades happening within the system to make things better, give us more access to more things, more access to Charlie, more access to kind of have the ability as we learned, they kind of took the guardrails off a little bit to kind of help us. And I've watched a lot of testimonials on other companies giving feedback on their coaches or coaching companies. I do believe at the end of the day, this company's doing things they're doing with the right people. And as they scale, I mean, I look at everyone from, like I said, Tikus on the day-to-day, George on the day-to-day, Greg, Fran, the help on the ads and the marketing has been phenomenal. I mean, the entire process has been one of those things where you've had a support system to basically teach you a whole new business and, the different avenues. I mean, obviously for us, we've had CRMs and marketing funnels and ads and all these things that this is not our wheelhouse, right? And it's been awesome to be able to taught and learning through this process. Probably doing more than, because we're maybe called special needs on us not knowing that kind of world, but nothing but appreciative on the time that they've spent, that they continue to spend helping us. So can't speak any more highly of the team, Iggy, that they have and you've created and the people that we've interacted with. And then as far as Charlie goes, I mean, as it's learned more and got better and throughout the conversations, and there's nothing more powerful than watching leads come in every single day. That's like the thing that we try to get salespeople to do, right? Like your fitness counselors or your sales and marketing team on the brick and mortar day to day. We struggle with that being a consistent thing. And today I got to worry about, is my team motivated? Is my sales guy motivated? Is he going through a breakup? Or is the person, today being like, next week I want to go be in a different industry? There's so many emotions that go through, and running the brick and mortar side for 26 years, there's always that part of like your success is heavily based on sometimes emotional, either attachment or motivation or whatever it is. The awesome thing about the Charlie aspect is it brings in leads, conversates with them, and basically follows up with them. And that's another part, the hardest part to get a sales guy to do typically is like, be a good networker. One, bring in people, and then two, basically nurture and follow up. And I think that's just something, no matter how good any sales guy is, there's no ways you're gonna be able to remember conversations from 3 months ago and catch up and follow up and constantly. I mean, it's you can't beat it. It's running 24/7. Your best guy, the most hungriest guy, is not going to run 24/7. And so the reality is, I've seen that it's like while you're sleeping, your business is working, and that's definitely been an upside for us. And just seeing that, and now it's basically, as we grow and try to scale this thing, is basically how much more opportunity comes from that. So I think the biggest thing, like any business, you're always learning and growing, and even some of the biggest businesses, they're growing and learning too, and evolving and adapting. And I think you can tell with this outfit, they're doing the same thing. They're not exempt from growth, and they're trying to grow as any business is and trying to scale. And as you take on more clients and more things, I can only empathize for the amount of things that they have to kind of pivot and do on a day-to-day. But the team that supports us and helps us has been nothing short of phenomenal. I can't speak any more highly of just the human beings that they are. Their product, at the end of the day, like I said, from the beginning to where it is now, seen phenomenal improvements and results. And being a day-to-day guy and being a stat guy, doesn't matter about theories or anything like that. You look at the hard line stats, the reality is this: you have someone helping you on your ads and marketing, which has been phenomenal, driving in leads, and then basically the constant driving in leads, and then basically those touch points happening frequently, and the follow-ups happening frequently and daily. I mean, it's really hard to beat, to be honest. And for me, I'm just excited to be able to see, where do we scale this thing? What's the limit? There's almost like, in my mind, there's no ceiling. I appreciate everything AI Setters and the team has done. So thank you, and thank you for being patient with us and our team as we fumbled along through this process. But look forward to way more big and awesome things. So thank you. Appreciate it.